So when we consider this double bond, this is exocyclic with respect to this ring, and similarly this is again exocyclic with respect to this ring. So altogether we have one exocyclic with respect to this ring, another exocyclic with respect to this ring, another exocyclic with respect to this ring. So altogether we have 3 exocyclic rings in this molecule. Now we will see what are ring residues. The alkyl substituents, if they are part of a ring, then they are called ring residues. Now I have given the red color up to 3 bonds. Now the parent becomes diene. At the same time, the double bonds which are in conjugation can also be represented as parent. For calculating these alkyl substituents and ring residues, it is better to take conjugated double bonds also as part of the parent. So that is why I have given red color to these 3 double bonds. Now we can easily determine whether they are alkyl substituents or ring residues. What are ring residues? Ring residues, alkyl substituents which are present on the parent system, and if they are part of a ring, then it is called ring residue. So see this substituent, it is part of this ring, so it is a ring residue. This substituent, it is a part of ring, so it is again a ring residue. Similarly, this substituent, it is a part of a ring, so it is a ring residue. Similarly, this one and this one. Now, when we identify the parent system, then it is easy for us to identify the ring residues. If you don't identify the parent, then you can simply imagine that this is the trans side. So parent is up to this. This can be counted as a ring residue. In that case, we are wrong, right? The parent can be considered with all the conjugated double bonds, right? So when we consider all the conjugated double bonds as a parent system, then we can easily identify the ring residues and alkyl substituents. Now we will look at some examples. See this example, it is having a diene in a single system. So it is a cis oil. The parent one is 253 nanometers. The parent value for cis-oil is 253 nanometers. Now we will look at the alkyl substituents. This group, isopropyl group, is placed on the parent. So this is an alkyl substituent. We have one such alkyl substituent. So we are adding 5. Now we will look at the ring residues. This is part of ring. This is also part of ring. This is also part of ring. That means the substituents which are present on the parent, and if they are part of a ring, then these are called ring residues. We have 3 such ring residues, 1, 2, 3. So we need to add 5 into 3, 15. Now we will look at the exocyclic double bonds. This is endocyclic. This is again endocyclic with respect to ring, but with respect to this ring, it is exocyclic. So we need to add 5. So when we add total, it becomes 278 nanometers. So this is how we will calculate the lambda maximum values for dienes using Woodward-Fieser rules. So the actual lambda values may vary 1 to 2, 1, 2 or 3 units from the calculated one. Here the observed lambda maximum is 275 nanometers. Now see this example. It is an isomer of this compound, but it is a trans oil. The 2 double bonds are in different rings, so it is a trans oil. The parent value for transoid is 240 nanometers. And when we identify the parent, here we have only diene, no additional conjugation. So the substituents which are and, which are present on this diene. See, this is alkyl group, isopropyl group. It is directly present on the double bond. So we will add 5. Then this substituent, it is part of ring. This substituent, it is part of ring. This substituent is again a part of ring. So these are 3 are ring residues. So we will add 5 for each ring residue. There are 3. So we will have 15. Now this is an exocyclic double bond. This is again an exocyclic with respect to this ring, but with respect to this ring, it is an this is exocyclic with respect to this ring, whereas this is endocyclic. So we have one such exocyclic ring, exocyclic double bond, so we will add 5. So all together it gives 239. Now we also have a methyl group here, a methyl group here, a carboxylic acid here. But see, these are not all considered as alkyl substituents because they are not present on the parent system. So whatever it is directly attached to the parent system, we will consider only those substituents. So substituents which are far away from or from the parent system, we don't consider them. Now we will see this example. Again, it is a cis-oid because the 2 double bonds are in the same ring. So lambda maximum for the cis-oid is 253 nanometers. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ring residues. So 5 into 420. And we have one exocyclic with respect to one exocyclic double bond with respect to this ring, another exocyclic double bond with respect to this ring. So we have 2 such exocyclic double bonds, and so when we add all these things, it counts to 283. So this is how we need to calculate the lambda maximum values for dienes. Now we will see one more example. Here we have both cis-oid and transoid. When we have both cis-oid and transoid, we must take the cis-oid as the parent. We must take cis-oid as a parent, or we can say the one which has longer wavelength will be considered as a parent. So here this cis-oid is considered as a parent. So the parent is cis-oid. So the lambda maximum for parent is 253 nanometers. Now we will look at the increments. We have a double bond in conjugation. We have another double bond in conjugation. So we have 2 double bonds in conjugation. So 30 for each, 30 into 2. At the same time, we have a OAC group. We don't add anything for OAC. For OAC, it is 0. Then we have ring residues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 ring residues, it is 25. We also have exocyclic double bonds. This double bond is outside this ring. This double bond is outside this ring. This double bond is outside this ring. So we have 3 exocyclic double bonds. We can add all these quantities. Now, I have given red color to the parent system. Don't think that only cis-oid is the parent. The double bonds which are in conjugation, they also become parent. When we consider like this, then it is easy for us to understand the ring residues are alkyl substituents. You may be tempted to think that this is also part of ring residue. This is also part of ring residue. If you don't recognize this. So here the parent is cis-oid, that is for taking this lambda maximum value. But in order to consider the ring residues and alkyl substituents, we must add the conjugated double bonds also to the parent system. Then the substituents which are directly present on these parent systems, they are considered as alkyl substituents or ring residues. Okay, but not this bond and this bond. Right. So here we are getting 353 nanometers, but the observed value is 355 nanometers. Of course, there may be a change, the difference of 1 or 2 nanometers. Now consider this example. It is a transoid, so the parent value is 214 nanometers, and we have OR group. This is ethoxy group, so ethoxy group must be added 6. Then we have 3 ring residues, 1, 2, 3, 3 ring residues, and we have one exocyclic double bond. This double bond is outside this ring, so we have one exocyclic double bond. Now these are not alkyl substituents because they are not directly attached to the parent system. These are not considered as alkyl substituents. The observed one in the acyclic systems, the parent value is 270 nanometers. In the acyclic system, we need whatever we have discussed so far is for cyclic systems. For acyclic systems, the parent value is 270 nanometers, and all the increments will be same as cyclic systems. Of course, S-trans diene will get 270 nanometers. S-cis will give you 253 because we have one alkyl substituent 217 plus 5. So it is around 220. We have two substituents here, 217 plus 10, 227. Again, two substituents, and this is hexatriene, 258 nanometers. In the beginning, I said UV visible is of little use in calculating the lambda maximum of different, in predicting the complete structure of the compound. This could be explained by using these examples. The parent is a transoid. Here, only difference is the methyl group. Of course, this methyl group is not present on the parent. Here, the difference is position of the double bonds. Now, when we calculate the lambda maximum values, we get the same lambda maximum values for these three compounds, but these three compounds are different, right? So that means the lambda maximum value will give us only about the parent system, will give the information about the diene and the substituents directly present on the diene. But UV spectrum will not give the complete structural details of any compound, organic compound. So that is why UV visible is of limited use in predicting the structure of compounds. Mostly it is used to support the other spectroscopic techniques. Now, see, you may be tried to say it is a transoid, it is a cis-oid. No, it is an acyclic system. If it has to be transoid, the two double bonds must be part of two rings. But here it is one double bond is part of the ring, one double bond is acyclic system. Here also the two double bonds are not part of the ring, they are outside the ring. So that means these systems are not cyclic systems. These must be considered as acyclic systems. So for acyclic system, the parent value is 270. For a trans, for a cis, it is 253 nanometers. Of course, all other increments will be same. So these are considered as acyclic systems. Now we will see these problems. What is bathochromic shift? These problems were collected from previous CSIR and GATE papers. What is bathochromic shift? Bathochromic shift, we can say red shift, increase in lambda or a decrease in energy. So the option is increase in lambda. Which of the following transitions are disallowed? That means forbidden. Of course, pi 2 pi star are allowed, n2 pi star are forbidden. This is forbidden. All these transitions are allowed. Now compare the UV visible absorption energies of these three compounds. It is very simple. We don't need to calculate all these values. See, this is a cis-oid. This is again a cis-oid. This is a transoid. Cis-oid parent value is 253. Transoid parent value is 214. So this will have lowest lambda value. So C will must have lowest lambda. So the options must be among A or C, A or B. Then this is cis-oid, this is cis-oid, but here we have a double bond conjugation, so we must add 30. So that means this will be having highest lambda value compared to this. So B is greater than A, greater than C. You can calculate, it's not a problem.